All right, let's talk about the Internet Archive. It is, without a doubt, one of the most amazing places online. I mean, it's like a modern Library of Alexandria, with literally petabytes of our collective history. But let's be real. Trying to actually find something specific in there can feel like screaming into a black hole.
Oh, we've all been there, right? You're hunting for that old website from your childhood, or a book you can't find anywhere else, or some obscure recording. You just know it's got to be in there somewhere, but every search you try comes up empty. Well, that frustration, it ends today.
You type in what feels like a perfectly normal search, you hit enter, feeling hopeful, and you get that dreaded zero results page. So what gives? Is the site just broken? Nope. The truth is, most of us, we've been using it completely wrong.
Okay, so let's get into the big secret. The key to mastering the Internet Archive isn't about learning 100 complicated search commands. It all comes down to understanding one simple, fundamental thing about how it's actually built.
And here it is. The reason your searches keep failing is because you think you're searching one giant library, but you're not. You're trying to use one key for two totally separate doors. The Internet Archive is really two different systems with two different search functions, just living on the same website. And once you get that, oh, it is a total game changer.
So let's break this down. Think of it as two different worlds, living side by side. World number one is the Wayback Machine. Its only job is to answer one question. What did this website look like in the past? And you search it with a web address, a URL. World number two is the General Collections. This is where all the books, movies, music, all that stuff lives. And this world you search with keywords. So when you put a keyword into the Wayback Machine, or a URL into the General Collections, yep, that's exactly why you've been getting zero results.
Okay, so let's dive into World 1 first, the famous Wayback Machine. It's basically a time machine for the internet. The key thing to remember here is that this is only for looking at old websites. You're not going to find a book about a website in here.
And honestly, using it could not be easier. It's really just 3 steps. First, you pop the full URL, the website address, into the search box. Second, you see that timeline graph up top? Just click on the year you're interested in. And third, you look down at the calendar and click on one of those circled dates. Boom, you're there.
Now look closer at that calendar. See all the different colors? That's not just for decoration, it's a code. A blue circle? That's the jackpot. That's a good, clean snapshot. Green means the page was a redirect. Orange or red, that means there was some kind of error, like a 404 not found. So here's your pro tip. Always, always aim for the blue circles. You'll save yourself a ton of time. All right, we've time traveled. Now let's jump over to World 2. This is the other half of the archive, the parts that's like a giant library. We're talking millions of books, songs, old movies, software, you name it. This is where you hunt for the actual stuff. Now, when you use the search bar here, you've got a really important choice. By default, it's set to search metadata. That just means it's looking in the title, the creator's name, the description, that kind of thing. It's great if you know exactly what you're looking for, but that other option, search text contents, whoa, that's the real superpower. It literally searches inside the pages of all those millions of scanned books for your word or phrase.
Okay, so you do a search and bam, 100,000 results. What now? Your new best friend is on the left side of the screen, faceted filtering. This is your secret weapon. You can slice and dice those results any way you want. Just want to see movies? Click. Only stuff from 1952? Click. Only things from, say, the Boston Public Library's collection? Click. It's the absolute fastest way to cut through all the noise and find what you want.
So you've got the two worlds down. You know how to filter, you're feeling pretty good. But then it happens. You search for a topic and you get nothing, or just a bunch of junk. This is where we level up from just searching to actually hunting.
See, the problem is, the person who uploaded an item 50 years ago might have used a completely different word to describe it than you would. The metadata can be, well, messy. So how do you find the magic word, the open sesame that's going to unlock the treasure chest? This quote just nails it. The best way to search isn't about getting it right on the first try. It's a hunt. You're hunting for the magic spell, that one specific, perfect keyword or tag that the librarians or the original uploaders used to group a whole bunch of similar stuff together.
So how do you find this magic spell? It's a simple little 4-step trick. First, start with a really broad search, something like World War II. Second, scroll through until you find just one thing that is exactly the kind of thing you're looking for. Third, click on it and scroll down to its metadata. Look for the subject tags and the collection name. Those are your clues. And finally, step 4. copy one of those exact tags, paste it into the search bar, and search again. And boom, that's the magic spell. You've just unlocked a whole trove of perfectly relevant items. Okay, once you've mastered the magic spell hunt, you are already way ahead of most people. But let's take a quick peek at how the real power users get those super precise, laser-focused results. They use something called fielded searching. Instead of just typing Charlie Chaplin, a pro would type creator and then Charlie Chaplin. See what that does? It tells the search engine, hey, don't just look for these words anywhere. I only want to see results where Charlie Chaplin is listed as the creator. You can do this for the title, a specific collection, even a range of dates. It gives you so much more control.
And then there's the boss level. For the real pros, we're talking data scientists and researchers, there's a command line tool. They can write one of those super specific searches and then just tell the computer to download everything that matches, thousands of files at once. It's how people can analyze huge parts of the archive all at the same time.
Okay, I know that was a lot. We've gone from the two worlds to hunting for magic spells, all the way to power user tools. But if you forget everything else, please just remember this one simple cheat sheet. It all boils down to asking yourself two very simple questions.
This is it. This is the mental checklist that will change everything. Before you even touch the keyboard, just stop for 1 second and ask yourself two things. Question 1. Am I trying to find what a website looked like in the past? If the answer is yes, you go to the Wayback Machine and you use a URL. Question 2. Am I looking for an actual thing like a book, a movie, a song? If yes, you use the general collection search and you use keywords. That's it. That is the whole secret.
Now you know. It's not one confusing library, it's two separate ones. And now you have the right key for each door. You can finally explore this incredible place without getting lost. So the only question left is, what are you going to go discover first?